you love Jesus,
Apostolic Sunday School.com.
Why, hello there and welcome to ApostolicSundaySchool.com. Today we're doing this in a very different environment. I'm actually doing this in my kitchen, obviously, for a couple of reasons. First of all, my wife's not here, and so when she's not here, I can kind of do whatever I want. Anyway, another reason is because I'm doing this tomorrow morning, and while it's fresh on my mind, I figured I may as well record it. Today is the day before Mother's Day, although this lesson can go a lot of different ways. So we're going to talk about our moms. So I got a question for you. Who here loves your mama? I do. And if you don't, well, you better check yourself, man, because you're a dirty dog. Because moms are awesome. They love you. They stick up for you. They care about you like nobody else. And unless you just happen to have the one mom that's one in a million mom that's not maybe all she's supposed to be, then we need to be praying for her that she can be the mom that she needs to be. But moms are just incredible. They do things for us that we take for granted that honestly we didn't even think about until years later. How much does the average household in the United States spend to raise a child from 0 to 18 years of age? Anybody know? $250,000. That's right, $245,340 to be exact. That's a lot of money! That's a crazy amount of money. That's absurd. Oh my word. And they do that for us because they love us. So this here is going to represent mom. And this here, this newspaper here, a newspaper. Has anyone even seen a newspaper? Huh. I didn't even know these things existed. I had to go find one. Couldn't find anybody that had one. I had to go buy a newspaper. Anyway, so this newspaper here, there's nothing special about it. I'll let one of the kids pull one out. I have this one on top, so we're going to go ahead and use this. So we are going to just fold it up. We're actually going to roll it up. And we're going to make like a cone out of it. Kind of like a bouquet of flowers. And so we got like a little cone here, and I did a terrible job, but I'm going to fold it at the bottom just so we don't have any issues. And you can see in there, there's no trickery. So, moms are just awesome. And moms pour themselves into us constantly. They're doing things for us that we just don't even think about sometimes. In fact, did you know a mom loves you unconditionally? Whether you make big mistakes, small mistakes, they don't care. They still love us, and they pour themselves into us. Because moms are cool like that. That's right. Moms will do things that nobody else does. In fact, they hurt when we hurt. When we're nervous, they're freaking out because moms feel our pain. They feel our fears. Moms are counselors. You know, we can just, anything you want to talk to a mom about, they're there. They got your back. They want to hear it. They'll talk to you about it. That's right. Moms are incredible. They know the things that you like, and they try to have them for you. In fact, my mom knows that I like Gatorade and Cheez-Its. So guess what she has at her house? Gatorade and Cheez-Its. And that's why I love going over there. Well, that's not the only reason. Scrap that. Anyway, I love going there for many reasons, but Gatorade and Cheez-Its sure don't hurt. Moms can make meals, incredible meals. They can make elaborate meals. They'll spend hours and hours on them, and they do them just because they love us, and they pour that into us. Oh, it's so wonderful. And then they put it on the table, and the kids say, I don't like that. And that's just cruel. And the next night they say, fine. And so they make mac and cheese out of a box. And the kids say, that was the best meal we've ever had. Thanks, Mommy. Because kids are cruel, and sometimes we don't realize how mean we're being because it's not intentional. We're not doing it on purpose. It's just, we're thoughtless. We're thoughtless. That's just what we do. You know what? Moms have a way of magically taking away bad dreams. When we're upset at night, when we're young, we're screaming and crying, they can go over and hug us and tuck us back in bed. Worst case, they can even take you and you get to sleep in the big bed, and they calm you down and they let you sleep there, even though they know it's going to be the worst night of sleep they've ever had. Moms are just cool that way. They love you so much that they're willing to put up with karate chops to the face, because that's just what moms do. They can find things where no one else can. They replace things that nobody else even thinks about. They replace light bulbs and all the other stuff. They play games with us. They'll play Battleship with us. And they play to lose because they care about the kids, not themselves. They're just awesome. They can do things like wash dishes in boiling water and it not hurt them. I don't know how they do it, but they do. They can do things that nobody else can. Things like, check this out. Baby on one hip, 4 bags of groceries in the other hand, a caramel macchiato in the crook of their neck, and still open a car door and get in the house somehow. I don't know how they do it. Moms are just incredible. They can live on little or no sleep. They can translate the speech of a 2-year-old. They can find the one pencil that is in the house when it comes to homework crunch time and no one else can find one. Mom can find it. They can find anything. Who do you ask when you're missing something? Mom. That's what you do. Moms can make meals out of scraps. They can make you a costume out of nothing. And moms believe in your dreams. If you say, Mom, I want to be an astronaut when I grow up, they say, that's wonderful, Johnny. I want to be a baker. That's great. Be the best baker you can be. Mama, I want to be a school teacher. That's wonderful. I want to be a preacher. That's great. And they believe in you, and they believe in your dreams. Moms stick up for you when nobody else does. And a mama will pray for you and love you and care for you and pour themselves into you, and they'll intercede for God for their babies because they love you so much. Mamas give themselves constantly. They pour themselves into us. And sometimes we take it all for granted. They've given so much, and we take and take and take. And I've seen kids that have a single mom, and that mom's working 2 jobs and living for God and caring for their baby, and they pour themselves into their child. And the kid is so ungrateful, they don't even recognize the sacrifice that their mom is making. But the mom does it anyway. If you don't appreciate all of that, then you know what? You're going to be in a world of hurt, because you may as well throw it all away. You need to appreciate the things that your mom has done. You need to appreciate the things that God has given you through your mom, because God is good. And if you don't appreciate it, it may as well have never been there to begin with. Well, this is a pretty cool lesson here, and it's hard to figure out what exactly happened here unless you've seen this before. This is the answer. So it's all in the jug. The jug is actually made of 2 parts. There's an interlining here. Pop this loose here. An inner lining here, and on the bottom is a little suction cup, and then you have the mug itself. So this liner goes in there, there's a little notch, and that matches up to the spout, and you just kind of line those up real quick. And then you push that little suction cup down, make sure it sticks. And now it's empty, so I'm going to fill it with milk. But the way I do it is I have this little funnel, and I put it in between the liner and the jug. So I'm going to actually put it in between, and then I just begin to pour the milk in between the lining. So it looks like there's a lot of milk, but really there's hardly any. And I'm just going to honestly fill it up until it starts to actually pour inside the liner here. We have this inner liner here, and then we have the outer, and I'm putting the funnel in between the two, and then I'm just pouring it in. So you can see that the inside is actually empty, but it looks like it's full. And that's because the space in between the two is the only thing that's filled up with the milk. Pretty clever. So what happens is when it's full, I'm not actually dumping anything out of the jug. I'm tilting it forward, and it's pouring into that little notch, and it's doing it right now. It's actually pouring into the notch, and it's filling up the inside of the jug now. So the more I tip it, it looks like we're emptying it, but it's actually just pouring into that inner jug. And you can only do it so far, and there we go. So that's as far as I'm going to be able to get it with that. So it looks like I poured in quite a bit of milk when really I haven't. So I hope that helped. You can obviously teach this a million different ways, but this is what I'm using it for today. All right, in Jesus' name, I hope this helps. Go get them, Tiger.